Imagine building a legacy so massive that your name is literally synonymous with the peak of Hollywood action, bodybuilding, and global politics, only to find that when you step out into the public eye in your late 70s, the entire world fixes its gaze not on your political initiatives, but on the person holding your hand. That is the exact reality Arnold Schwarzenegger walked into this past week. At 78 years old, the former governor of California turned heads globally during a highly rare, high-profile public appearance with his longtime partner, Heather Milligan. This wasn't a standard, casual Hollywood date night captured by flashing paparazzi outside a trendy Malibu restaurant, nor was it a quick red carpet walk for a movie premiere. Instead, the setting was remarkably formal. The couple stepped out together at the historic Hofburg Palace in Vienna, Austria, attending the high-powered Austrian World Summit for the Schwarzenegger Climate Initiative. Standing side by side with some of the most influential political figures on the planet, including former United States Vice President Kamala Harris, Austrian President Alexander Van der Bellen, and Austrian Chancellor Christian Stocker, the couple instantly commanded the room. Milligan, dressed sharply in a chic yellow-green jacket that perfectly complemented the upscale environmental summit, stood confidently alongside the action icon, sparking an immediate wave of curiosity, breakdown videos, and intense digital debate across social platforms. The sudden surge in public fascination isn't because this relationship is brand new, but rather because it is so fiercely guarded. For a culture accustomed to high-profile couples broadcasting every minor anniversary, vacation, and domestic moment on TikTok and Instagram, seeing a major icon like Schwarzenegger navigate a serious relationship completely outside the standard content machine feels incredibly jarring to the modern viewer. The internet immediately kicked into overdrive, dissecting everything from the couple's body language to the stark 27-year age gap between the 78-year-old superstar and the 51-year-old sports physical therapist. Within hours of the photos hitting major news wires, viral clips began circulating across platforms, with commentators analyzing how synchronized they appeared while greeting world leaders. On digital forums and lifestyle channels, the discussion quickly fractured into two distinct camps. One side expressed genuine surprise, with many users openly admitting they didn't even realize the Hollywood heavyweight was in a committed, decade-long relationship to begin with. The other side, predictably, zeroed in on the age difference, debating the social dynamics of older male celebrities dating younger women, even when the woman in question is an accomplished, highly successful professional in her 50s. What makes this specific digital uproar fascinating is how the public reaction contrasts with the actual timeline of their lives. This is not a sudden, flash-in-the-pan Hollywood romance built for media optics. The two have been quietly building a shared life for nearly 13 years, first crossing paths way back in 2012. The origin story itself reads like a script from an old-school action movie. Schwarzenegger had undergone major shoulder surgery just 3 months before he was scheduled to begin filming the intense, stunt-heavy action film Escape Plan alongside his long-term rival-turned-close friend, Sylvester Stallone. Desperate to get his physical form ready for heavy fight choreography and screen punches, Arnold asked his surgeon for the absolute best rehabilitation specialist available. Stallone stepped in with a definitive recommendation, telling Schwarzenegger that there was only one person capable of getting him back into fighting shape. Heather, according to past interviews given by Schwarzenegger himself, the professional relationship was intense, focused, and entirely clinical. Milligan, a highly respected physical therapist who holds a master's degree in business administration and 3 distinct elite sports certifications, runs Elite Orthosport, which stands as one of the largest and most prestigious physical therapy clinics on the west side of Los Angeles. Her client roster doesn't just feature Hollywood elite, she routinely rehabilitates premier professional athletes from the NFL, NBA, and WWE. Schwarzenegger later recounted that after his shoulder was fully repaired and filming on the movie concluded, he reached out to her independently, inviting her to lunch as a formal gesture of appreciation for saving his movie preparation. From that single lunch, a private partnership quietly flourished, with the two making their first very low-profile public appearance together in early 2013 around Santa Monica. Over the subsequent decade, her presence in his life remained consistent but largely invisible to the mainstream tabloid apparatus, appearing occasionally at his side during niche events like the Munich Oktoberfest, where she would participate in traditional Austrian attire, or at small family gatherings where she was warmly embraced by Schwarzenegger's adult children. This situation exposes a fascinating shift in how we understand influencer culture and modern fame. We live in an era where relationships are routinely commodified. High-profile figures frequently use their partnerships to increase engagement, orchestrate calculated paparazzi walks, and generate shared digital brands that can be monetized through sponsorships and media tours. In stark contrast, Milligan's absolute refusal to leverage her partner's monumental fame to boost her own public profile has created a rare form of celebrity mystique. Schwarzenegger has frequently spoken with immense pride regarding her fierce independence, pointing out in past profiles that she put herself through college by bartending, took out her own student loans, and built a massive, self-sustaining medical business completely on her own merit before they ever met. By maintaining a highly successful career that exists completely outside the Hollywood ecosystem, she effectively opted out of the digital vulnerability that ruins most high-profile relationships. The online commentary trying to paint this as a standard, superficial Hollywood dynamic quickly falls apart under the weight of these facts. It shows that public fascination often intensifies not when celebrities show us everything, but precisely when they withhold their personal lives from the public square. Ultimately, this rare public outing does something vital for Schwarzenegger's enduring public reputation. It offers a subtle, visual counter-narrative to the biggest personal failure of his life, an administration-ending scandal that he has openly called his greatest mistake in multiple autobiographical projects. By showcasing a stable, dignified, and clearly supportive 13-year partnership on a prestigious global stage like the Austrian World Summit, Schwarzenegger projects an image of personal redemption, maturity, and ultimate stability. The narrative shifts away from old tabloid headlines and focuses entirely on a legacy star navigating his senior years with profound intent, balanced by a partner who commands her own professional respect. As the digital debate slowly cools down and the algorithms move on to the next sudden pop culture disruption, this moment leaves us with a much larger question about how we judge public figures over long timelines. Can a celebrity truly transcend a defining past controversy in the eyes of the public without actively pleading for forgiveness on a public stage? Or does the internet simply require a visual reminder of long-term stability to finally update its collective memory? The enduring quiet of their relationship suggests that the most powerful response to public scrutiny isn't louder public relations, but a commitment to a private reality that simply speaks for itself. To see a closer look at this public appearance and the event itself, you can check out this coverage of Arnold Schwarzenegger making a rare appearance with his girlfriend. This video provides a direct visual report on their recent time together at the climate conference in Austria.